at Spar. We've worked hard to get you low prices on great products every day. Like Huggies Dry Comfort Nappies or Nappy Pants, Jumbo Pack, only $179.99, and 2 kg Sunlight Hand Washing Powder for $54.99. It's low prices for you every day at Spar.
Wow, then we are live, Eswatini TV, one of the main channels in the kingdom, to give you the latest updates when it comes to sporting activities in the country. Hello and welcome once again, your host, Fabrice Msona, welcoming you for your Thursday edition of Temidlalo. We'll give special attention to other sporting codes that are also taking place in the country. To your surprise, today we're covering close to 8 sporting codes, cutting across to other also issues within the sporting fraternity. Issues amongst to talk about will be involving rugby. There's also netball, there's volleyball. There's also a new topic in town, rather a new sport in town, that is the skateboard. We'll talk about tennis, and then we round up things with Eswatini's Olympic and Commonwealth Games Association, just to give you what's happening in the world of sports, especially when it comes to those sporting codes in the Kingdom of Eswatini. So first of all, I'll be joined by the Public Relations Officer, or rather the Communications Officer of Eswatini Rugby Union, just to understand what is happening with the federation. Apparently, there are games to improve the the standard of the sport, be it female and be it men and women. What are they doing as an association? Without wasting any time, Sengverena Pumlani Kumetse from the Eswatini Rugby Union, just to give us what are they doing as an association.
Siyapila fa president njani?
Siyapila nuts. It's good to have you in the studio. It's your first time being here, but you being a friend, you've been here before.
Yeah. The first time kusho lutho, it doesn't matter.
All right. I'm not sure if it's yesterday or today, but you're training on our news clips talking about programs that you are running as Eswatini Rugby Union. Amongst the programs, you highlighted issues of under 17 and under 19. And then you talked about both Bobabe and Abomak, and you want to make sure that going forward at some point, you are running 2 national teams that can compete at the highest level. How true is that?
Yes, that is true. Fabrice, as Eswatini Rugby Union, so we began the year with a mission.
Yes.
And our mission, it was solely on development. With the development, we decided to go deep into grassroots development. When we are talking of grassroots development, we are talking in both boys and girls. We are taking it collectively as a whole. We are not leaving the other gender aside, and we are continuing with the other gender. No, but we are taking both genders to say we are developing rugby as a whole, as a sport in both males and females. Now, in talking about development, you can be my witness. We are talking of the other 17, both boys and girls. The other 19s, both boys and girls. This is what we are trying to do.
The boys were saying, these are the boys. Are we talking about under 17 here?
These are the under 19s.
Under 19s?
Yes, these are the under 19s.
If I'm not mistaken.
It's Enjabul, it's
behind
Waterford, Kamhlaba, and...
Yeah. So, and then these are the girls, under 17.
These are the under 19s girls.
Still under 19s.
Still under 19s.
Yes.
Yes.
So this is where you pick the base group to then feed Labatzala, which are the senior citizens in the national teams.
Exactly, because when umdlali asuka kuma under 19. The next step is ema seniors. But ke thina we want kokuthi lo mdlalo wethu ube ne culture. I-culture utokhona kuyi-cultivator from ema grassroots, because utokhona kuba ne-culture leta uba fanana across. Kungabi ngumdlalo lo ungacondzakali kokuthi ubheke kuphi. Uma ubuka lamanye emave nyalo kune World Cup, this is the rugby season mabasho. Mawubuka lamave ladlala ku World Cup uyabona kokuthi kune culture yekudlala lebahlukanisa ngokuthi lena iSouth Africa, lena iIreland, lena iNew Zealand.
Usakhuluma nge-World Cup, Kumets, angathi noma utakhona kungiphemvula yini. I have a special question because when you talk about World Cup, we had two neighboring countries, that is Namibia and the Springboks of South Africa, who are still actually into the games. They'll be playing England on Saturday. Talking about Namibia, they sent a squad that was in their under-19 five-a-side Africa Games in 2019 when South Africa won the tournament. I'll repeat the question. The Namibian team that was in France was part of the under-19 team that played in the All Africa Games five-a-side. In other words, Lama under-19, by it's after 4 years, we mix up World Cup. Sinayo yini plan ekanjalo. Angikhulumele World Cup kenyana. Ngikhulumela Sinensh as a country. To say 4 years from now, where do you want to see us? Yes, we see the programs. The visuals are not lying. You are telling us everything. Where are you taking us? Singachage 2027. These are beautiful pictures. They're showing, it shows what you are doing. And Jabulo in the background, I can see. But where are you heading us? When I'm All Africa Games in Ghana, what's the plan? Where are you taking us? Because the rankings, when they come, the report says we've only played one game as a country. Says the entire year. That's the national team. That's really, really a shame. We can't be playing one competition, one official game in a year. What are we doing? Where can you take us in that plan of under 17 and under 19?
That plan is solid. Because ma ubuka le plan, le transition from under 17 to under 19, then siye go senior squad. I clean because le product le siphuma nayo. I product le yenze kubo coach labanelwati kubo coach laba well vested kule game. Ngoba le development yethu sithe asifuni kube i-development le tawuba netikhala lapha nalapha, kepha i-development lesifuna kokuthi ekugcineni kokonke emaswati ajabule. Kungako le plan yethu lena i-plan lesiyibuka ukuthi itasithatha isibeke kuma Commonwealth qualifiers. Njengoba thina silive la kaNgwane sidlala kakhulu i-format le bito ngethi ma 7s. Kunala ma 15s lesiwabona konyalo adlala eFrance. Kula sikhethe kuqala khona ngoba khona kuseselula lokwenta letinfo akufanani nangala kuma 15s ngoba ngala kuma 15s sekudzinga tinfo letinenge leke sisesengakakhoni ke thina njengelive kuba naleto tinfo leto la siqale khona nyalo sibheke kuma Commonwealth qualifiers le lapho khona live siyathembisa kokuthi litawujabula kakhulu ngoba sisebhodweni kuyaphekwa. Uma usebhodweni upheka wajaka kudla kungakavuthwa angeke kube mnanzi.
I like what you're saying. We're seeing the pictures. I like this. This is beautiful. This is good. But when you're doing something, we need to hold you accountable. At some point, you need to explain because the results are not lying. Yes, we're doing something. We can take even a moment and look at these pictures. Teams are putting an effort and everything, and we get to that. This is a report that was released by World Rugby Rankings. That is on the 10th of October. This is when the rankings of rugby were released. Says our national team was ranked 102. Double check. 102 out of 112 countries. In other words, Namavitsin so 102 out of 112 countries. The report goes on and says we've only played one official game, and I think that's against Botswana in August. Yes.
It's not August, it's February.
February, yes. Against Botswana, Milan. So since February, we haven't played any official game as a country. This is where we're ranked. We've dropped a place because at some point we were 101, 100. We've never been above 90. Can you clear this? can you make this happen? We want to be around 65, where Zimbabwe is, where Namibia is. Can we move up?
It's possible to move up. Lama rankings leswabonako lesikhuluma ngawo nyalo. Ngema rankings la khona World Rugby uthi mina ngita ku ranka because of your activity.
True.
As a country besolo singekho active. Bekuselo kude ema games ebeswadlala internationally. Lokhu sesiqalile nyalo kudlala internationally. Indlela seyivulekile. Sekude nyalo lekutasimamba kokuthi singasachubeki siyodlala. Ngoba before bokhanza kokuthi sinale challenge yodlala. Kulapho ke la ngifuna siphinze futhi sigcine sifike khona. Lama rankings lesikhuluma ngawo nyalo. World Rugby ukurenka abuka ema-15s. Lala dlalako nyalo eFrance. Thine-ke as a country sithi kwanyalo sisafocuse kakhulu kuma-sevens.
Aside.
Uta ngivumela Fabrice. Asibuka iKenya ukuthi yende njani. iKenya iyisha ku rugby iyafika. iKenya bathi thina sitawuqala kuma-sevens. Si develop ama-sevens. Masicetha kuma-sevens sindlulela kuma-15s. Nyalo ba kuma-15s buka ukuthi kwentekani eKenya. Nathi sithethe leyo part leyo ngoba ipart lecishe ikunikede le material loyidzinga ngale kuma-15s. Uyangiva Musa?
If this is the confidence you have, you're driving with, executive here. Who hired this guy? This guy is very confident. I like that. I like the confidence. But now, I'm with you because these countries, neighboring countries, Lesotho, Zimbabwe. Okay, Zimbabwe and Zambia, they're quite up. But I don't like to see these countries must overtake against in the background there. When we look at behind where we're from, we're really doing well when it comes to these sporting courts. But let's talk about now the games you're running these days. From the visuals here you are showing us, that's the politics we're getting into. But now the deeper issue is that you are running some games these days. But specific two teams, which I won't mention the names, you only have that, responsibility to mention the names.
Yes.
They failed, or rather, they have not been able to partake part of the games. What's going on? Who are the teams? Can they partake part of the games finally?
Okay. Fabrice, maune bantu bakho ekhaya. Mangabe kukhona bamfana le banga lokungabajabulisi kahle. Abafanani angithi. Ukhanza kokuthi lo munye uyathuka. Angafuni ngisho kudla. Ngeke ke Fabrice bese sewuthi sonke la khaya ngete sadla ngoba akadli. Impilo iyachubeka. Maseka right sesifikile isikhathi sekuhlala phansi sikhulume, sitha ukukhuluma silungise lokho la khala ngako umfanami, siqhubeke siphile sijabule njengemndeni. Akhona ema team lapho ikhothile ukudlala. Boycott ngoba ukudlala.
Lama teams lamabili bamva bakho as an association angithi.
Bamva bam as an association.
Do they have names? Do they have names? Your kids, they have names. You want to know the names. Or it's an investigation ongoing. You can't reveal the names.
Fabrice ngicela kungabasho nyalo.
Okay.
Ngokuthi bobani laba boycottile ngoba siseta uhlala phansi sikhulumise nabo bonke laba phathekako sivertical nabo kokuthi mbamba yini le bahluphako le yende ukuthi bagcine baze bathatha lesinqumo lesikhulu kangaka. Kepha ke angeke sithi ke sitawuhlala singasebenzi. Baboycottile ngiyavuma kubuhlungu. Kepha ke umdlalo uyachubeka. Laba khona labasele batawuchubeka bawacethe ema games lasele. Then makuphela konke siyahlala phansi siyakhulumisana kokuthi mbamba konakelephi yini lekufuna sikulungise going forward nemidlalo ukuze singaphinzi sikubone info lefanana nalena emidlalweni ngoba emidlalweni asikupromote info ledika so. Kepha emidlalweni sipromota kokuthi kube nekuthula kube nekuvana kujatshulwe ngoba nje nyalo nje mase khona lese bangasadlali kusho ukuthi sekukhona litalent lese lingasakhona ikuvela.
You're convinced. You are winning me. I hear you. Now let's talk about 2 or 3 things before I let you go. Because before I let you go, you also need to tell me who are you supporting in the ongoing Rugby World Cup currently taking place in France. But I want to talk about issue an issue of taking the sport into schools, because this is another element that you've highlighted as an association, that you want to invade schools. Female, or rather women rugby also, is it on the rise? Can we see our women national team taking another step and compete internationally? Yes, I can see from those visuals there is the under-17, under-19 girls. Where is the women rugby currently? Each gender say it's in.
Yeah.
In terms of invading schools, taking the sport into schools, because Nabogabo, South Africa, varsity games, that's where they get the players. Where are we as a country?
Masikhuluma ngerugby si safe kakhulu ngoba le program yethu le in a short space of time ikhonile kusiniketa 16 noma team ema females otval sisangafiki kuma males ma females otval lokusho kokuthi kuyasebenda lokuhamba kwethu singena etikolweni, and kulomnyaka lotako si expecte tikolo letiningi ukuthi tiujoyine lo mdlalo ngoba tikhombisile interest, atiyangena tincingo tikolo tifuna kujoyina kuyasetshenzwa kumnanzi kuyasetshenzwa kumnanzi kule minyaka letako sitabe sinayo i-team yabo makele ya letabe isimelela kuma competitions, and kutabe kuyi-team lephekeke kahle yavuthwa ngoba le team yami development ngiyayithemba kakhulu.
Phumlani Kumetse, the Eswatini Rugby Union communications officer, what confidence does he have? You can see when he's speaking. If your boss is watching you tonight, try to listen to me, Mr. Kumetse. You've been promoted. You are driving the image of the company. Now, before I let you go, you've played the sport, you understand the sport. Just outside everything, who are you going with in the ongoing Rugby World Cup?
Senior African Hub, South Africa.
How many of there?
It's our African Hub.
Springboks. Yeah.
Our African Hub. Singa suka ngibo sibalekele kuphi. Yeah, they've got it covered, and so far so good. The way they are performing, kunema moments lo wabona ukuthi these are legendary moments.
All right.
Yeah.
Beautiful stuff. Thank you very much, Phumlani Kumetse, the Eswatini Rugby Union, the communications officer. There's actually a message coming from his boss. I won't mention the boss because the executive is huge. There is the president, the vice president, the treasurer. So it's one of the officials says, the boy is talented. We put him in that position for a reason. So he's delivering what we want him to deliver, and he's quite driving the development programs with a special heart. So we congratulate him. So the bosses are congratulating you. You promotion. Thank you very much, Phumlani, for your explanations and everything you gave us tonight when it comes to rugby development. A short break. When I come back, our in-house analyst Linda Lamin is in the corridors of this studio. We talk about sport, netball. We go to tennis, all the sporting courts. We want to give you the best that we can offer as a country. It's your #1 channel, Eswatini TV, after this.
Hello everyone and welcome to the show. You know the vibes, it's the beat down. The time is 8 p.m. It's time for you to relax, sit back, relax, and enjoy the music videos that I got for you.
Moving no direction, like it's a calling. Feeling alive in the middle of
Now, still with you, Eswatini TV, we give you all the best when it comes to sporting activities. Like I said, we've got a busy night. We talk about volleyball, we've got netball, we've got tennis, we've got skateboard, among other sporting codes. Just latest information is that Eswatini Volleyball Association, in conjunction with Mula Sports, they have got games this coming weekend where it's going to be on the 22nd at IDM in Matsapa. So Volleyball Association will be having games. We've got Scorpion against Correctional and Reps against also Correctional, female and male and female and male. So those are the games. We'll touch about other things, but just to let you know what just came in. I'm already in the company of our in-house analyst, Linda Dlamini. He's got that understanding when it comes to sporting codes in the country. 13 years sitting on this chair, giving us expertise.
Ngiyabonga sibalwami ngitithoba lokukhulu ngivusele yena umbukelo Eswatini TV i-loyal viewer yena lomcwa kakhulu ukuthi simlethele indzaba tetemidlalo tehlukahlukene live lonke njengoba besikhuluma ngerugby, sikhuluma ngemidlalo we-netball, sikhuluma ngemidlalo we-tennis, sikhuluma ngemidlalo omadubane tonke Fabrice silethela yena umbukelo Eswatini TV.
Now, talk about sporting codes. Eswatini Olympic and Commonwealth Games Association is in hard preparations for the 2024 Olympic Games. Let's also talk about the 2024 All Africa Games. So those are some of the biggest competition that we have as a country to take part of. Olympic in France and All Africa in Ghana. So in preparations for that, they're going to be running workshops this coming weekend, Master, where for some reasons there will be for teachers, athletes and everything. And the other one, which is a sports administration, would have also journalists, will have also coaches. And then the other one will have what we call Athletes Commission. Athletes Commission is just athletes being guided on different rules. It means anti-doping, how to behave as an athlete. Master, I want us maybe to listen first to the Eswatini Olympic Movement Chief Executive Officer Maxwell Jele, alongside Chairperson of the National Academy, Victor Dlamini, and then also the Chairperson of Eswatini Athletes Commission, Subsiso Matsenjwa, also known as Swazibot. What are they saying about this work that will be taking from this Saturday, where we're heading on the 21st, building up to the 24th? So it's an exciting weekend. If you are involved in sport, you can't miss this workshop. Let's listen to them. More details after that.
Other important activities that the organization is currently engaged in, which have gone through discussions and approval at board level, include the first one, which is the Sports Administration Level 1 course. Now, this is a very, very important course, and this is going to be capacitating the leadership of our various sports associations that are affiliated to IWOGA, empowering them with skills and knowledge on a variety of matters pertaining the administration of sport in general, and also the administration of sport from an Olympic perspective. The sports admin course is being held for the first time after a period of 6 years. We will all recall that we used to have these sports administration courses in the past. I am happy to report that the board has found it important and ideal to reintroduce these courses once more, particularly in view of the fact that we have new leadership in a variety of our sports associations affiliated to IWOGA. So this is the opportune time to capacitate them on their roles and responsibilities and to ensure that they align to the aspirations of the Olympic movement. Not only ending there, we are also going to take advantage of this opportunity to also empower other stakeholders that are critical in the cause of our work as an organization. One of such stakeholders is from the education sector, whereby we have 4 principals from the 4 regions of the country that have been carefully selected to come and represent the education sector in view of the fact that some of our programs involve athletes, young athletes who are within the school system. We also have representatives from the media that are also going to participate in this course, giving them the opportunity to acquire new skills and knowledge at a higher level in sports administration matters. The Sports Admin Level 1 course is being spearheaded by the National Olympic Academy Commission, which is being headed by Mr. Victor Dlamini. I am also happy to report that we are going to be hosting a special guest during the Sports Administration Level 1 course. We have the CEO of SASCOC, which is the South African Sports Confederation and Olympic Committee, that will grace this very important activity. Ms. Nozipo Javta is the Chief Executive Officer of SASCOC, which is one of the leading national Olympic committees in the continent.
As the chairman of the National Olympic Academy, ngicabanga ukuthi lokuningi ukukhavarishile manje loku key is that vele we want our members ukuthi abe capacitated and nalabo mcoka beku involve labo school head teachers. Sifuna ukuthi le gospel yale Olympism ikhona kungena letikolweni. Now for a start, identify 4 schools as the CEO or Ashito, which are part of the sports admin course level 1. Having said that, vele we are going to invite itikolo ngayo yonke indlela. Siba educate about Olympism. Now, lokho kusekwecala, we hope ukuthi eziminyaka ihamba baxaqhubeka sithole more schools.
Together we also discuss important topics such as safeguarding life after sport, because as athletes we can't play or swim or run forever. We need to prepare for our future. I'm leaving one example as I'm retiring next year. I'm already starting preparing for my future. I've done level 1 coaching so that when I'm done running, I'll be part of the sport or the community. So also we also talk about anti-doping. The CEO has mentioned earlier on, and Olympism 365, because we feel like there's a lot of opportunities and resources available on that platform. And further, we will also update athletes about the upcoming Olympic Games, which are in Paris next year. We also have our guest from Africa, the African chair, Gabi Andrens from Namibia. She's also part of the Anoka Athletes Commission. She will also be empowering athletes about topics like the safeguarding and also anti-doping.
Now, those 3 gentlemen just giving us an update what to expect this coming weekend. It's all about educating and making sure that all athletes and everyone around the corner is educated. Quick one, Master, whoever must. They are making sense. They want to just give us information, even as journalists. Everyone is involved in the sporting activities.
Yes, nawibuka Fabrice kokuqala athletes bamvula bamcwa kakhulu lokusho ukuthi athletes commission emelelekile njoba savetile nasibusiso swazibold ukuthi even nalama athletes then bese sekubuyela emuva etikolweni lokusho ukuthi ba identify noma babuke bo head teacher labane kuonke lama regions la khona lengicabanga ukuthi kumcoka vele because kakhulu sikhuluma nge-future, sikhuluma ngema students, sikhuluma ngebantu besikole, shothi labo head teacher kumele babe ingcenye. Kwesithathu ema-administrators labamvu labatsinzekako noma laba rana ema-sports, ema-associations lokusho ukuthi nabo bakhona, but lokumcwa kakhulu ema-journalist sihlale kuthiwa ama-stakeholders, but kutotonke letimvo baye basalele emuva. Kuyadzinga ukuthi sikhulume ngama-sports, sikhulume ngemvo lesiyatiko, uthola ukuthi le-sports administration sesiyentile lawo makhozi lawo, so ngicabanga ukuthi letimvo nhlangothi tonke titsinzekile na ukhuluma ngayo le cause le ntiwa ngeyo iyoga.
Now, moving on to the next sporting code that is also trying to be quite busy, that is netball, because this past weekend at the Coronation Park in Bawani, they had a very interesting fun-filled competition. Master, you paid them a visit. These are some of the pictures you took. What caught your attention, especially from the girls' perspective?
Loko ngijabulisa kakhulu Fabrice kubona umfana nivombatana lo sesemncane atinika isikhathi adlala yona netball. Kuyangijabulisa lokho Fabrice. Yes, na ungathi ubuka cishe le score because lana nje iMbabane Raiders beyidlala neNgwenya Diamonds. Uyayibona ukuthi iMbabane Raiders le coachwa nguye Nkabinde cishe bona ba prove kuba more strong than lalamanye ema teams because bakakora ngetulu kwa 100 points compared to yona iNgwenya Diamonds. But ngiyajabula Fabrice, ngiyajabula mangidabona abamfana labancane bemanvombatana badlala inetball because laba ngumlibalo embili. Sikhuluma ukuthi na ukhuluma ngekudevelopa kwesport ukhuluma ngabo laba, so ngicabanga ukuthi indvo letinhlelo kwesibili Fabrice inhlitiyo yami nangibuka cishe onke lama games, onke lama teams ukhuluma ukuthi sikhulumile ukuthi kune Mbabane Raiders, kune Ngwenya Diamonds, kune the Masters, kune Olymp Africa. Fabrice, kune team yeMadef labangeva labangakhulumi ledlala inetball ngala kubomake. Inhlitiyo yami lokho kwayitsinza kakhulu because sithi sport akumele ukuthi sibandlulule nangabe uphila noma nguphi kuhlobo lokukhubateka akumele ukuvimba kudlala sport. So ngala ka netball ikhona le team yabo bamvu labaphila nekungeva nekungakhulumi, so ngicabanga ukuthi indvo leto lesidzinga ukuthi bona kulala amanye ema sports tendeka.
Beautiful stuff. What quite informative story about those ladies. Now, you managed to talk to some of the ladies who were playing on the day. What's the expectation? How is the sport? What are they doing so far in terms of improving the sport? These are some of the players that I spoke to Eswatini TV Sports Desk.
Sijabule kakhulu because besihlete ekhaya asiborekile manje lokhu sesibuyile sesiyakhona ukukhipha phisi ngama Saturdays.
Ngikhambulele into kuhle ngidlalela iMbabane Raiders.
Into kuhle mhlawumbe ungangichazela nje ukuthi as a player ujabule kangakanani ukuthi ama games kanje kule division yenu abuye nesendaba active kuma players?
Yo ngijabule kakhulu Shemi nalokuthi lokuhlala asisahlali, at least kuba khona lesikwentako siba active instead of gallivanting.
Ngijabule kakhulu. It has been an amazing experience, like just for the love of netball, like ubuya kwawo lama games asijabulisa.
Now, what an excitement from the players, giving us what they felt and how the games are back. Now, moving on, volleyball is another sporting cause that is also making headlines after the return to their games. Especially, this is the B division because there is also the A division. So this is the B division playing at Zakere sports ground in Manzini. We also get a chance to speak to the Secretary General of the association, Nobuhle Dlamini, just to give us an overview. What are we expecting so far from this B division? And remember, we've got the Region 5 games coming up in December in Namibia. Is this part of the preparations? Nobuhle Dlamini, in an interview with Eswatini TV Sports.
Most of the teams sebasalelwe nge-1 games bese kumeleke ukuthi uphele, but because sesilungisele ama-zone 6 so sesidawudlalisa sidawumisa kancane le league yethu, sicale ama-games acale kuma-regions. Lesi expectile sibe-expecte ukuthi onke ama-teams adlala ka-B and other games and other teams ukuthi ayijoyine le league so that sitoba nepool learning sizokhona ukubona ukuthi ngimaphi ama teams asa ready for izone 6 leta basele Lesotho ngoDecember. So ama teams are improvile kakhulu and as association we are very happy nge improvement of the teams and ama teams akabi uyabona ukuthi they are eager to play and baselo bathi preparation for this tournament. So we can't say ukuthi ngibaleta uhamba ne league sikwanyalo but nje yeah wonke umuntu uyayifuna kwanyalo singasho ukuthi we are not happy ngalendlela lesene ngakhona because lo bhilo nalo sakhona sebadala kaniki usafuneka ukuthi sicale ku grassroots sibuyele etikolweni kube nguye lo B and then laba sizame lokuthi sibaphushe bagcine bayodlala ka A. I can't say ukuthi sisebenzisana kahle but sisazama lapho kuzameka khona because nyalo nje magemini lamaningi babe sebala involve towards the end of the games basho sibacela sale sibarane all along itriple SA bisolo isebenta but nje we are not happy ngendlela sebenta but lokunya lo sekusonzela because sinabo nabo coach laba bothishela lesinabo bo level 2 we are happy sesithemba ukuthi sesitaba involved etimfeni letiningi.
Now, Nobuhle Dlamini, the Secretary General of Eswatini Volleyball Association. Ucale utakahle nje ukuthi ba happy thina uthamba kahle. Manje sesiyangilahla kancane egcineni wa no more happy nsawo. Okay, abayakhuluma ukuthi there are a few things that maybe need to be sorted, but what I'm happy about is that the sport is back to action, and that's the B division. When you talk about B division, it's development feeding to A division. In the interest of time, I know this men want to comment, but I'll move on. Skateboard, it's another sport that is making headlines in town, especially within the Mbabane city corridors, because if you've been wondering as a parent, why are you buying a child a skateboard? This is a talent at its best. Quick one, Master. I want us to listen to this man, Jason Martin. He's got a dedication. There is a facility at Coronation Park. He's given his time to teach all these kids who've got the skateboard to also know how to do this, exercise, this sporting code, which I would say maybe it falls under recreational sport, not really competitive sports, but recreational sport. Let's listen to Jason Martin. He's a coach. He has an understanding about the sport. But there's something I want to hear from Master after Jason Martin.
Well, it's been really good. I mean, the park has been busy pretty much almost every day since the launch has happened. The progression of a lot of our skaters has gone up quite a bit. We've already started lessons and different programs in the park that have been beneficial to a lot of the community. We have a lot of kids that have been partaking, which is quite nice. But, I mean, just on a day-to-day basis, the amount of people that you see in the park is like it's exponentially gone up, and we're quite happy with that. Skateboarding has so many broad aspects. For me personally and the NGO that I run, Eswatini Skate, what we try to instill here into the kids is youth development and women empowerment. So we've been trying to, like, our goal is to help kids progress and grow in not only their skateboarding ability, but in their everyday life. Their commitment to wanting to do something, teaching them about how failure is part of a progressive state, and it's not only about success, but once you've done 100 falls to get one success, you still got to take that a step further in order to be able to push yourself to the next level. And that's what our goal is here, being able to give kids that confidence to say that it doesn't matter how many times I've fallen, I'm going to get back up and try again.
Now, Master, you've got less than 30 seconds or a minute. Tell me about this man, Jason Martin. He's coming up with a great initiative. I like that, because we've seen parents really getting to the shops, buying equipments, buying these skateboards for their kids. But now, and the sport is growing.
Yeah, Fabrice ngenhlanhla lenhle ngiyangithi nangilandzelela sports ngisilandzelele kusuka ekuqaleni size yosefe egcineni kuthi tena kwakhiwa lendzawo leya lensha edlalela sona umdlalo we skating. Yes, Jason Martin waba lihlahlandlela ngasho ukuthi waba part of bamvu labahambile bawufuna lisito ku European Union. Bawufuna lisito kumasipala waseMbabane balithola lelisito yena Jason Martin ahola lelo bandla lelo as eMaswati Skate. So kuthi tena nabalontsha wakuveta lokho even na director kuyo eMaswati skate wakuveta even nabalaphethe lidolobha wakuveta even nambasada we-European Union. So kuthi tena after le launch wasuthi Jason, oh okay, kuze le facility ingahlali angivulele bamfana etandla angivulele wonke umuntu lofuna kutofunza lo mdlalo ngimvulele etandla. So lana kuthi abamfana labancane Fabrice bathi nabeta bavunyelwe ukuthi anebatali
mele kuthi khona lotawuwa master bese siyangichazela ukuthi naseyawuyile umfana ebantu uthini njengalo utawuwa nje nyapha kwendekani nakawile umfana bese nalomunye yabuye umshayeli uthole
uthi ke lamaphepha lawa agcwalisako nje lapha kule sibonayo bagcwalisa bafuna ukuthi bamfana labancane labangaphasi kwa13 uta nemntali lokusho ukuthi uhamba nemntali kude kuthi nangabe songenile lapha ekhathi soyadlala umntali wakho ahambe nawe ukhona coach uhamba nawe kodwa lokuthi umntali uyamonitor uyalandzelela ngicabanga ukuthi yinvo le relationship between the sport the association nebatali nalabantwana so ngicabanga ukuthi konke kuyahlangana labadzala ke labangetulu kwa13 bona ke batela bodwa nalabede mhlambe lokudlala bayakuthola lapha nangabe kusekhona bayaba provide.
All right, a message came from Jason Martin earlier on appreciating how we covered him, Eswatini TV. I think you were there, Master, and I think he watched the story, and I'm sure if he was watching the sports show, he'll be happy to know that we are debating, or rather we're giving more information about the sport. Look at the dedication, showing the kids how to use the skateboard and ensuring that they are safe and they are not at risk. But I like the initiative that if you are under 6, come with your parent, because now, moving on, we're talking about now the second edition of the Highway Covenant Tabernacle Church half marathon that was launched on Tuesday at the Equinox here in Babane. This half marathon was launched in the presence of different stakeholders, be it Sport Council and Eswatini Olympic Commonwealth Games Association. Like I said, it's the second edition. Athletic Association is involved. They are making sure that this marathon of 21 kilometer, 10 kilometer, and 5 kilometer is growing to be one of the biggest half marathon in the country. The association has already confirmed that it's on their calendar as from now. That is from Toba Mazibuga. We'll hear from him. And also Sabelo Kumalo, the senior pastor at Highway Covenant Tabernacle Church, is involving everyone as an athlete. Utsiba Zalwane, maniskare ngalogunye, but sicela ukuthi siqhubeke sivocavoca. Asesive Sabelo Kumalo in the company of Toba Mazibuko. What are they saying about this second edition of the half marathon?
So we're very excited to have the church coming again to stage this event once more, and we are hopeful that this event shall be a success and it shall grow from what it was in the last edition. And I'm happy to now speak about editions. And I also want to inform everyone that we have already scheduled the event for next year as well. So it's now part of our calendar, and we are very excited about this. So as Athletics Eswatini, we want to encourage everyone to come and take part in this event. Siyathemba nalokuthi umfundisi nalabo that just come nalokuthi nje kwasesontweni siyathemba ukuthi batawubese sekuyabangena sekuba part of their way of life, and they become active people and they become healthy, because as a federation, part of our mandate is to promote and encourage healthy living.
Baga healthy baye basitshele about lifestyle diseases, nabasebenzisa their technical term bathi non-communicable diseases. Lokusho ukuthi tifo letibangwa i-unfitness of the physical body. Letifaka ekhatsi some forms of cancer, tifaka ekhatsi bo hypertension, bo diabetes, and many others. lesingeke siwabale. So as a church we are saying let's come and attend to imtimba yethu siyishukumise so that our lives are not cut short. And like the program director has already said, we have this baby called Highway Education Foundation, which is housed inside Highway Covenant Tabernacle. And up to date, we have been able to support more than 60 children in paying their school fees and buying them uniform, and more than 100 kids when it comes into buying them shoes, which is a project that this foundation is driving. So for this year, we are appealing to our fellow Swazis, we are appealing to our partners and all stakeholders. Let them come support us so that we are able to make sure that our children are built a bridge into a world of possibilities, so that at the end of the day, our nation has a literate nation, because we will all agree, would see, as much as government is giving free education at the Kolweni, but there is no free uniform. So some of the children, as much as government can take care of them, but they cannot be taken care of in terms of uniforms.
Now, beautiful stuff from the senior pastor of HCT, Highway Covenant Tabernacle Church, and from Mangaya, and of course that's where the rest will be held. We talk about also the Eswatini Athletic Association confirming their next edition. So nothing much can be said. It's a launch and everything. Now, moving on, I want to talk about the Bruce Gamma Foundation, one of the well-known faces in the tennis industry in the country by the name of Bruce Gamma, as you can see him on the screen. He held a competition that so far is ongoing in the country, and every year all the tennis athletes join it to show their talents. Master, it could be getting a weekend. What was happening? What figure? What cancer?
Yeah, Fabrice, ukhuluma ngayo iBruce Gamma Diabetes Sports Foundation leyasukunyiswa nguye Bruce Gamma ngako kugcugcutela noma ukukhuthata bavula abaphila naso sifo sashukela njengoba naye ahlale asho ukuthi unaso sifo sashukela uphila naso sifo sashukela, kodwa lokho akumvimbi ukuthi ashukumise umtimba noma abe involved ekudlaleni Temidlalo. Ngicabanga ukuthi lokho Fabrice kumele ukukhuthate wonke umuntu noma ngisiphi isifo lonaso. So bekuqhubeka yona ke ayona le tournament ngeweekend lapho khona beyingenelwe badlali lengasho ukuthi males from the age of 16 kuya eTulu lapho khona ambekudlala wonke umuntu bekavumelekile lodlala yona itennis. Sibabonile labadala, sababona labancane, and lokungijabulisile ke Fabrice ukuthi bamvu labathanza yona itennis baphumile ngetinkani betakto supporta le tournament yakhe Bruce Gamma. Lengicabanga ukuthi dinvo leti lesigazile ukuthi nangabe kunebadlali lokuba supporta lokutanto basekela kuyabakhuthata nabo. Sibonile ke even tournament lenhle kakhulu, sambona Ferrari kuma semi-finals.
Maria, yes.
Yes, Ferrari Maria. Lo shaye na Bruce Gamma kuma semi-finals. Lengicabanga ukuthi Fabrice, the level, yes, Bruce Gamma is a legend, but Ferrari ngicabanga ukuthi
as an upcoming athlete, yes.
Yes. Originally from Zimbabwe, but so hleli kakhulu lapha eSwatini bekadlala naye Bruce Gamma wakhona ukuthi aye kuma finals, and like gcina iwinile ifinal because ngale yena nathi ushaye yena Thulani naye siyamati ukuthi i legend, yeah, i legend, uinvolved futhi kakhulu kumdlalo wayo i-tennis libhola lemphebedo lapha eSwatini. Ngicabanga ukuthi idinvo leti logase ukuthi lomncane nangabe ashaya umkantshubovu uyabona ukuthi.
Now, you've talked about the winner, Ferrari Maria, the eventual winner on the day, and we want to hear from the winner. What are the words of encouragement, the excitement? We also want to hear from the Chief Executive Officer of the Eswatini Olympic Movement, Maxwell Jele. We hear from the foundation director and founder by the name of Bruce Gamma, and also get a chance from the Tennis Association by the SG, Secretary General Ngabam Khalip. Let's listen to them.
I thought in the first two matches I didn't really play well because I hadn't played since the whole day. But in the final, I think I played quite well. It was a good match. He was a tough opponent, but it just seemed like today was kind of my day.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really happy. I just keep to myself and I just keep working hard, and even after this time I'm in the finals, I've won it, but still I'm gonna go back and work hard. That's what I do, and I think these are their fruits, and I'm happy to be reaping these fruits.
I think it was a good tournament and good players in it, and I think with more training it would be much better. And I think, yeah, they gave us tough time. It wasn't easy. Mostly, I think mentality. Yeah, I think tennis is a mental game. So if your mentality is out of the court, then it's already gone. But I'm coming back strong.
Yeah.
Thina sipusha ukuthi vocavoca is for you ukuthi ube active, you know. We are active today, everybody can go, people were having fun. We had a lot of numbers today for the first time that came to watch. I think you guys saw that, which is very good because the sport needs to be watched. First of all, as a tennis player, I'll be selfish and talk about the sport as well, you know. So ngiyajabula lokuthi namuhla bethile bambatobukela bekumnanzi. I-tournament ibe successful. My entries are maningi kakhulu with 29 players. Besigathe some people pulled out last minute, which is fine. We're still building, but kakhulu sicale nge-tennis thine because mina ngathi tennis, uyabo. So kulula siyakhona kusebenzisana sonke. Ngiyabonga nje kakhulu ne-tennis association ukuthi sibambise kula ikhona kusibambisa khona. Kimi ngicabanga ukuthi objective yethu yanamuhla ukuthi sikhone kuba active, which is what BGTS stands for, you know. That's why we even our slogan says active was stronger. Uyabona shukela sikhona lokuthi sikhone kumbitha kanjalo. Ngicanga nani bentibonela bengikhona kugijima ukuthi ibhwala bengafiki kuyo. I'm diabetic, I take insulin, but angeke uze uthi kimi hayi no lona udiabetes. Kulula kithi lesiphusha sing BGTS sithi gym sithi train. Asisho ukuthi gym njengathi ujime 5 days noma in. Ngihlale ngisho ngisino now uthi selibhayisikile lakho hamba ukuthi uyalisebenzisa loyo 2 days ku enough, but ke i-tournament game ngicabanga ukuthi be successful kakhulu kunalabo bonke labanye lebe bekhona la. Ngicabanga ukuthi ba enjoyile bakufuna futhi lokhu uphinze kulandzela.
No, beautiful stuff. Thank you very much for that short interview. In the interest of time, Master, what a show we've had, and sibonga kakhulu ukuthi ubela ne studio sinike nje your expertise.
Kubonga mina Fabrice ngibonge naye umbukelo weSwatini TV, i-loyal viewer.
There you have it. That's how we round up the show. Otherwise, it was a really, really good show where we have to give you everything. But just know that sporting activities do not end in the country, because from tomorrow, Friday, I talk about the End Malaria Fund Golf Day at Royal Eswatini from 8 in the morning. It will be running. Let's come back to Saturday when we talk about the return of the M10 Premier League after the FIFA week. We've got big games at Mafsa Sports Center. We've got Royal Leopard against Babane Swallows, Manzini Wanderers against Eswatini United. It's a jam-packed weekend. But for us, we meet on Monday for Libole Eswatini. For us, Eswatini TV Sports, Sidlala Gancha.